Okay, this is my review on Shazam. So the movie opens up with Billy Batson as a little kid and once a little tiger instead gets a compass from his mom that she won for him. And this is out of fear, I think. Um, so and years later, we cut to Billy Batson. He's now 15 years old, and he is stealing a police car and looking for his mom, and has ran from 26 foster homes, and none of them want him back. And he gets caught by this police, and he's just taken in by this nice couple who want him, and that's when the movie starts to get good. Other than that, up until this part, it is crap. Like, almost unwatchable crap. Like, it's watchable, but it's mainly because it's nice to look at and well acted, but it is crap. And next thing you know, it feels like someone they got a different writer and to write the stuff. And okay, the color green is at the as DC's is a step up from Aquaman. But the movie may be the worst DC film that they have put out that is actually good. Not just the one in the DC cinematic universe, this is DC film in general. Mainly because of the first couple of minutes of this film. And I like Batman and Robin, which is a film that not enough people like it, and it's very underappreciated. However, I do like these characters more than Batman and Robin. Though it feels like you're not always supposed to, the movie doesn't want you to like want to like Billy as much as you end up doing. Because later on in the film, I'll get to that eventually. This is a kind of candy colada. And boy, it's a sweet. Because, anyway, he gets taken by the foster home and he bonds with them a bit. He does, every foster kid and the parents, they all put their hands together except Billy. When they say, basically, they all put their hands together and except Billy Batson. And he starts to become this friend who has crutches. I can't remember his name, but I like this character. He's very entertaining and very weird. Says weird stuff anyway, strange stuff. But yeah, I guess that's what this movie considers weird. To be fair, I have seen stranger things. Maybe it's because I've seen much more stranger, unusual things. Kind of this. What I don't know if it's just this idea of a weird kid and a serious take on a weird kid in real life, but you know, he's by this anyway. This is the movie's version of weird. Of someone saying weird stuff. Anyway, I'm falling off track. Yeah, but so he gets to know this kid, and after getting to know him and getting to run into everyone in the family, the book that he was saving to find his real mom, he decides to throw it away in the trash. And decides to give and decides to be with this family and give them a chance of running away again. So he stands up to the kid who wants to crutches for him because the bullies hit him with the car and they brutally beat him up. And Billy sticks up for him and he runs for the bully and now I'm going to just pause that thing because there's a part that I missed. Early on in the DC universe time, I think sometime in the 70s, this kid who grows up to be the bad guy of the film Dr. Shitburger? No, wait, that's not right. Anyway, Dr. Shinesenhound, no. Dr. Shaquille O'Neal, no. I know it starts with an S. Dr. Shavana. Anyway, Dr. Shavana, we see that he was bullied by his father and his, looks like stepbrother, I'm guessing, a lot in the car. And this wizard Shazam summons him to this magical place, and he is tempted by the 7 sins to touch this ball and saying the wizard's weak and he's lying to you. And the 7 says the wizard Shazam says he's unworthy because he's not pure of heart and is weak-minded. So anyway, years later, Billy Batson runs on train for the bullies, and Shazam chooses Billy Batson, and he says, "I open up my heart to you, Billy Batson. Say my name so my powers can, so you say my name, and put your hand on my staff. I know sick staff, same thing, and say my name." And he says, "But I only know your name, Shazam." And he says, "Wait first." And he says that. He says, "Say it." And he says, "Okay." Shazam, as in Shazam, and he turns into the superhero Shazam, also known back in the day as Captain Marvel. And his foster parents are calling everyone, and because they want him back, because they figured he must have ran away, because he ran away from 26 foster homes, and he comes back and he tests the powers out with what his powers out with the girl and with the kid in the crutches, and he stops the first bad guy, but he was arming pepper spray and accidentally uses super strength on him by accident. And all he just did before was uses super speed on him by accident, and kind of knocked him over, and he got paid $20 or $30, and so so what happened is he finds out that he's bulletproof, and him and the kid have to get beer at a liquor store, or is it a gas station? I don't know. I think it's a gas station. So, where was I? So him and the kid find out that he's bulletproof, and after shooting them in the chest, so we don't know if the symbol's bulletproof or you are bulletproof. So he just comes up with a good idea and says, "Shoot him in the face." Yeah, shoot him in the face. Wait, what? he's bulletproof, actually bulletproof. And he says, and then he wraps the bad guys in Christmas lights and throw them out the window. And then they both try beer for the first time. He says, "Here's to catching bad guys," and they both try beer and they hate it. And he says, "Oh my god, that tastes like vomit." Actually tastes like vomit. I'm guessing it was bad beer. I'm guessing. That's usually what people say when they had expired beer. At least I think you do. Anyway, so yeah. So anyway, they go back in the store and get some snacks, get some munchies instead. And he says, sorry about your window, but you're not getting you're welcome for not getting robbed. So he goes, one of his little stepsister, little adopted sister, finds out that Billy has superpowers and can turn into a dog by saying the word Shazam, and he explains was this creepy guy made me say creepy old guy made me say the word Shazam, and I turned this because this creepy old guy made me say Shazam, and he jumps back into Billy, who is just got caught, and the parents know that he's, and the woman wondering why he's wondering why Billy sounds like that, and it says that's because Billy's very tired. So the next day, the skip school and play video games and test out his superpowers while his friend in the crushes is uploading them to YouTube. And he's becoming a famous superhero through the power of YouTube, instead of performing a heroic deed. So he uses his superpowers to get back on the bullies that did his friend and crushes wrong, and Billy starts to feel like he's being used by his friend and the crushes, so he ditches school, and we're supposed to make it feel like that Billy's, the movie wants to make it feel like that Billy's the one that he's changed since become a superhero, but he's really just doing the same stupid stuff. It's just without his friend. And so his friend goes to confront Billy and says he's become a jerk. He thinks that this is who you are. And I don't know, I just didn't kind of get what the I just don't think I think we skipped the part that I think that part might have been edited out of the film, Billy acting like becoming a jerk and treating his best friend, who taught him everything, to be a superhero badly when he's and he is, and it's all because he's upset because he didn't do this one thing, which was meet him for lunch and prove that he is friends with his hero Shazam. And I don't know, I feel like there could have been a little more stuff added in this character arc of this kid. But anyway, he's nonetheless still likable, and you do feel bad for him when he says the reason why he wanted him to show us because nobody really notices him, because they choose not to notice him because the fact he's in crutches, and now that you have the powers, you don't even notice me. These powers, you don't even notice me. So yeah, I felt like that whole character arc of Billy's was kind of edited out of the film, and also, so anyway, Billy finds out he can fly after super villain Dr. Shazam, who's been trying to find his way back to the wizard so he can put the 7 deadly sins into his eyeball and get superpowers. And tells the one to the wizard to go screw himself and up his. And you're full of shit. And etc. And so he does do all those things and gives Billy Batson the beating of a lifetime. But hey, it wasn't for that beating of a lifetime, Billy would never learn how to fly. Which is hilarious. This fight scene that Billy getting his ass kicked out of him and Billy trying to run away is really actually pretty funny and fun to watch. And this is also another scene when the little girl, the little sister knows what's going on, that Billy and his best friend are arguing over how Shazam should go about business and do this stuff. And yeah, I just have to go back to one. So that feels better. So, anyway, Dr. Shavana kidnapped his best friend and friends to kill his family while his stepfather and stepson are on the way out looking for him. And this is, by the time of this point in the film, they find out that he's a hero except for the stepfather and stepmother. And he goes to Shazam's lair and attempts to give him the Shazam powers so that his family can be safe. This is when we start to see that Billy is pure of heart. He just has a lot of stuff going on. Like mainly because we find out that his mother actually abandoned him when he and she found out that she just kind of gave up on him. And you feel sorry for her until you realize there's no reason to feel sorry for her. She's in a shady relationship now with a guy that's probably abusive to her and yells at her all the time. So, boo-hoo-hoo-hoo for her. After dishing a nice kill like Billy. And when he gives her the comments back, says, "I think you'll need more than me." I always want to tell you I'm doing good. When I see you, I always want to tell you that. But now I'm not doing good, so I need to go back to my real family. Otherwise, I just realized he basically told that bitch to go screw herself. So I just realized he basically said that, and Billy gets a call from his arch enemy, says he has his family and he'll kill them if he doesn't give them a power. So Billy makes an attempt to give them the powers by putting his hand on the staff, but then his little sister, throws a bat ring at the guy's head, and they discovered he's only mortal if all the 7 deadly sins are out of his eye. And he's not counting them. He's only a mortal person, and just basically a regular guy. And they find out that eventually that's the key to beating him. So, anyway, they don't know how to weaken him. They haven't found like what strategy to use to weaken him, but they know that's how to beat him. So they run into a fair, and he says, "You're just a cowardly boy. You're more special than me. You're just a coward, not pure of heart. You're still hiding behind your family because you're just a scared boy." And Billy decides to go face him, and he says to his family, "What good is being a hero if you can't protect your family? So what good is a hero anyway?" And he just says, "Shazam!" And he turns into Shazam, and he kicks his ass, and he grabs the punch that Dr. Shavana had, because he goes, this like learned to what it means to be a he. This is when he really starts to learn. This is when I like this part because this is a very heartwarming thing and a beautiful moment, because this is a moment when he really truly felt like that he became a full-fledged hero, and it was his first act of heroism was saving a bus that he accidentally, which was his fault, and which she caught, and his second act of heroism was him fighting his first arch nemesis, which he wanted to seriously run away from. And he was wondering, why do I run away from this guy? You don't have to you don't have to fight him. You can run away, right? Yeah, you can do it. He does it while he's talking to a mirror to himself. But yet, he tries to fight, but he kind of is bad at it, and while also running away at the same time. And his third act of heroism is when he decides to give up his powers and to protect his family. The fourth act is, he decides to play the hero, and to play the hero for the first time. And his friend was the Crusher, says to Billy, "Don't do this." And Billy says, "You always want me to play the hero."